So we have a rat with a gourmet appetite. Hate to say that, but one thing we've found the last few days is we've lost about 7 quail. We come out and the rats have ate them from underneath the cage, and it's very disheartening. So I'm working on trying to fortify this quail cage we have. Okay, so I've got all the pieces cut. I actually kind of fitted one up myself just as I went here. But then we thought, you know what, we'll bring you guys in because I know from searching the internet and watching other YouTube creators that quail and rats are a common problem. They're easy prey. Rats are opportunistic. They're omnivores, so they'll eat meat. And they're lazy. And a quail will go to sleep and the rat will just start eating them. So it's very unfortunate. It's quite upsetting of a scene to walk into when you're finding these bits and pieces. Okay, so I'm going to get at it here. Less talk and more showing you what I'm doing. So I've cut pieces to go down each side and to block this cavity here. What I had been doing for a bit, which was working but not well enough apparently, was I was blocking this up with wood to try to close that gap. I know rats can get through hardware cloth, but I'm hoping if it's not easy, then it'll just be a deterrent, and then hopefully they'll start going for the bait and the traps, and we have traps everywhere. We catch juvenile rats, but as a lot of people know, rats, as they get older, they get smarter. What I've done as well is, as I cut this hardware cloth, I'm leaving these pointed edges also as a deterrent, so the rat doesn't try to squeeze by them, because they are very pointy, very sharp. So I'm gonna get at it here, get this done, and hopefully we'll have better results. We've even tried leaving the light on after we started noticing we had problems, and it wasn't enough to deter the rodent. I think it's only one. It might be more, but I'm only seeing one area of droppings at the moment. But either way, it's gotta be dealt with. So I'm gonna slide these into place. They're a little, like I said, with those pointed edges, they're a little hard to work with. They're sharp, and they catch every little every edge I'm trying to work around here. So, but that's okay if it keeps them out, then it's doing what we need. So I'm putting this one as far forward as I can, because I already have a piece that's going to protect the back. And we'll try that one right about there. The next one, maybe if I go in this way I can go in and then come back. Alright, so we'll see how that looks. Alright, I'm going to take one of these narrower pieces. I have to make it long enough to touch the bottom and block everything, but not so long that the birds catch their necks on it. Okay. All right, that should work there. And then on the front, I'm actually going to be using some zip ties to try to close off the area there, because I can't, I don't want to totally block it off. I have to be able to pull the manure trays out every couple days. So I'm just going to use these zip ties to hinge it. You'll notice what we also do is we put these clothespins on the doors so that nothing can push its way in as well. We also do it because the quail have been able to lift it with their heads and get out as well. But okay, so just like that, I put this one together. So the only spots I see are very small potential entrances here and here. This is pretty tight, but like I said, what I've done is if they want to squeeze through there, they got to squeeze on these barbs. So I'm hoping that in itself will be a deterrent. I'm going to keep going on this. I got 3 more rows to do, and hopefully quail's off the menu, at least for the rats. We're just putting the last couple zip ties on. That's why I brought you back, guys. Got everything in place. Gonna finish these 2 and just give them a snip off so it's nice and tidy. It's gonna make it just a little trickier to clean the trays, but small price to pay if it actually keeps the quail safer. So, this last one here. I don't know if it's going to poke the rats, but it's definitely going to poke me quite a bit. Like I said, I left everything as sharp as I could. There we go. So like I said, these are hinged. So I lift it up, pull the trays out, and yeah, like I said, so there's gonna be little hiccups here. So the point is catching on that tray. That's no big deal. Just gonna move it and then pull it. In the end, that's quite all right. So we'll monitor this over the next few days, few weeks. We lost, like I said, enough quail that we were able to empty out 2 of the bottom compartments. So there is only 1 section in the bottom that has quail in it right now. And that tended to be where they were most active, unfortunately, was in that bottom row. Easy access, I guess. Because as you can see, these cages do have the droppings tray on the bottom. But it looks to be like, it looks like what was happening is the rats were actually getting on the dropping tray and using that as a platform to just reach right up above their heads and have a meal. All right, guys, so that job's done. I want to get cleaned up, have dinner, but hopefully this will work, and we'll keep you posted on it. But in the meantime, thank you again for stopping by here at Simple Acre Homestead from Cindy and myself and all the critters and our children. We appreciate visitors. If you have time to leave a comment, we really appreciate if you hit that like button, but we would love to hear from you, okay? Good night, guys.